Welcome back, people. Happy Monday. ¿Cómo están? Buenos días. Hope you had a great weekend. Give it up to all the parents that took their kids trick-or-treating. And did you dress up, Jose?
Sure did.
Oh, yeah, you were freaking Hulk Hogan, huh?
No, not Hulk Hogan.
I mean, yeah, Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk. Put the picture up. There it is.
Boom. Parece that bicep with a six-pack.
Hulk smash.
Did you smash Cinderella? Did you smash the Cinderella or the homeless?
That's the Frozen princess.
Okay, so you hit it?
Sure did. Hulk smash.
Ándale, no que no. Trick or treat, Marissa. All right, we have give it to my live audience over here. Yeah.
Woo!
But there's nothing but dudes here. Put a weenie fest right here. All right. Yeah, I didn't dress up, man. I didn't dress up. I don't really feel Halloween. I don't really feel it. I like watching all the hood rats and shit. But yeah, there's some women that, por favor, don't.
Yeah, tiempo.
Yeah, por favor, gorditas, please.
Retire that costume.
No, stop it. It's kind of like when overweight guys wear V-necks. It's just not right. Right? I mean, you're trying to look nice, todo eso, pero no mames, güey.
Let me go change.
Parece. Anyways, I talk about that because I used to be fat. Well, I'm still kind of fat and shit.
Shut up.
I went 194, dude. 194.
That's my lightest.
That's your lightest?
That's my goal, bro. That's my goal.
That's your goal. Well, my goal is to be like 180 and stuff. Because every time I go to the doctor, they're like, hey, you gotta lose weight. Que la fregada. So anyways, welcome back. Happy, I'm excited about this show. I'm excited. I'm grateful because it's going to be it is today, actually. My 3-year sobriety birthday.
Woo!
Woo! Congratulations, bro.
Damn, 3 years.
So do we have to tell you happy birthday?
No, not really. No, but no, but when I go to my meetings, they give me a birthday cake and all that stuff.
Where's Spanish meeting?
Oh man, you ever come to the Spanish AAs? Screw that, dude. I don't even know why people go there drunk.
To the sobriety meeting?
Dude, that AA in Spanish is like it's another animal. There's no compassion there, dude. The English ones, sí, amigo, we're here for you. Don't worry, I relate to you. I empathize with you. But the Spanish one, no, wait, mijo, yo te las compro, cabrón. Yo te las compro. Yeah, dude. They make you want to fuck. But you know what? But you do learn. I did learn a lot of things there. One thing I learned, I remember going there in the Spanish one, because it's chaotic, dude. People watching videos. You're trying to talk about some serious issues, and then people are moving stuff and all that stuff. So one time I got really mad. I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to go no more. I'm better. I'm going to the English one. Soy americano. Ho, ho, ho. But one of my friends hit me up. He's like, hey, I want to go to a meeting. I was like, oh, okay, fine. I'm away. So we went to the Spanish one, and the same thing happened. And I was like, and that's when I prayed, and I said, God, what do you want me to learn from this? And then I just felt peace, and I was like, I need to learn patience. Boom. Padow.
Tolerance. Word of the day.
One thing I learned as well, I'm glad that I don't live that life anymore, and I especially don't go out with, I used to go out with my married friends all the time. They're like, hey, let's go party. I don't like going out with my married friends because they get more pussy than me and shit. It's like, really? I'm single over here. Really? Over here? Yeah, so anyways, I don't like going with my married friends. But esa vida ya pasó. It already passed. So I'm going to talk about my little alcoholic career. All right, so I might get deep. I might get sad or whatever, but ni modo. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not like fucking President Trump. Pinche mamón. Pinche mentiroso. Anyways, I stopped listening to Kanye West. I boycott that fool. Okay? No more Kanye West. I mean, he did have some old school, good albums, pero no. I'm done. No more. Actually, I went over on the weekend. I went to a museum for the Chicano studies and stuff. I saw the 1968, the 60s, the Brown Beret, and all that stuff. Man, I felt motivated.
Inspired.
I was like, man, we're gonna protest. Chicano power. That's right, brother. Right? I'm like, nah, fuck that, man.
You sounded like Hulk Hogan right there, bro.
What? That's right, brother. No, I felt like protesting, and I'm like, yeah, we could be united and all that stuff. But I'm like, nah. I gotta say yes, fuck that.
You can start by voting.
Oh yeah, you gotta start by voting. Give it to our theme. See, we have. I don't know if you can see the blue and the red. To me, executive producer wanted to see that whole theme of election night and all that stuff. But to me, it just reminds me of 2 cops when I used to get pulled over and shit. Y valió madre, güey.
No se mira rojo.
Oh, you can't see the red?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, well, the next segment. Okay, so anyways, so my drinking career started when I was 21. I didn't drink before. I was always a designated driver. And, I didn't want to end up like my dad. That was my whole reason for not, because my dad used to come home drunk and all that stuff. By the way, we have El Show de Juan y Carlos in Espanol. So we'll talk about it, that too.
Available on
YouTube channel, the Loma Chronicles.
And on carlosdomachronicles.com.
And .com. Oh yeah, we got a website now, huh? Woo!
Right. All the episodes are on there.
We're all professional, dude.
That's right.
People. So I started drinking at 21. 3 days later, after my birthday, I got my first DUI.
Yeah.
3 days. And my dumbass, instead of like taking it serious, like, oh man, I'm gonna write material, because I started doing comedy and stuff, right? So
3 days after you started drinking, you got your DUI?
Yeah.
So you were still brand new, bro.
Oh yeah, well, actually, the first time I actually drank was when I was in Marine Corps, because my head was fucking hurting and shit. And this Marine, Sama Sanchez, he's like, hey Loma, what's wrong with you? He's like, oh, my head hurts. He's like, hey, drink some Jack Daniels. And I drank it, but it didn't really affect me. But I fell asleep good. But after that, I didn't touch it. In high school, I never did that. I used to be the designated driver for my sister, man. I used to take her to Quebradita parties, and she used to get all fucked up. So that I didn't learn. That's when I started like being more shady. I started being unfaithful. It just like the lifestyle. Plus, I started comedy and going to the comedy store. I mean, going to the comedy shows. It was like always drinking like 1 beer, 2 beer. But then they taught. There was a comedian that would drink freaking shots and a Bud Light, and I kind of picked up that habit as well. So doing that, all my insecurities started coming out. I had a lot of anger. I was angry at the world. They used to call me the angry comic. Why are you so angry, dude? So, but it progressed. It progressed. So I didn't learn my lesson. I crashed 3 cars. I crashed 3 cars. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you, motherfuckers. All right.
It was 4.
No, it was 3. It was 3, and long story short, I don't know why I'm saying this. This is probably too personal and shit, but ni modo. I'll be honest with you. No tengo vieja, nadie me quiere. But it's hopefully I could help somebody out there say, hey, you know what? You don't need to live that life anymore of insanity. So I got 4 DUIs. my third DUI, all of them, everything. I used to think that I could control my drinking. I used to think I'm just gonna have two, I'm just gonna have two, and the cycle would always it would always start. I always think I could control it. I thought I was powerful than alcohol, but I think at the when I surrendered, it was November 4th, actually, 2015. I lost my job. I lost everything. I was drinking by myself. My relationship with my parents was horrible. I was talking to nobody. There was a couple of people that reached out, but I was just hopeless. So that was the darkest I got. So that's when I had attempted suicide, and then after, when I woke up from that, I was like, I'm done. And I prayed to God, and He answered. And after that, everything started happening. But I had to do the work, man. I had to do the work. I had to go to therapy. I gave up everything. I gave up comedy. I was like, God, take this away. It's yours or whatever. I don't want it no more. But little by little, I started learning to care about myself. I started caring about myself. And not only that, like, once I started caring about myself, I started caring about and appreciating other people, like my parents' relationship. That was the most important thing. Before, comedy was my God. Like, I would do everything for comedy. Like, but I realized, like, it doesn't really matter. To me, it doesn't matter anymore. But things that are important are my family, my friends. As long as I'm healthy to keep those friendships and relationships and be reliable, and that's what matters to me. And so 3 years.
Damn, bro. Woo.
So now, I have a good relationship with parents. Freaking Jose doesn't call me. Oh no, Marissa doesn't call me. No te borraches, Carlos. I don't want Jose to hang out with you no more. But through my recovery, I met a lot of people, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful, and I learned the last 3 years of my life. I lived every minute, every second of it. I felt the sadness. I felt, all that stuff that I had to bring up in my therapy sessions. I had to feel it, and that's part of like life. You have to appreciate those sad moments as well. And like after that, that's when I realized, like, oh, smile now, cry later, or actually it's backwards: cry now, smile later. that's me, pues. And but now I appreciate comedy. I appreciate the podcast. I appreciate my listeners, my family. I try not to give gifts anymore because they're meaningless. I try to make them gifts now. Take the time, okay? Don't give them the freaking gift certificate, all right? A gift card. Do you ever give gift cards, Jose?
All the time.
All the time? Being bastard, dude. You're just trying to buy their love. So anyways,
just trying to give them something.
Yeah.
Give them your time, your attention. Lessons in life.
All right.
So,
See?
we have a...
It depends, bro.
It depends. Well, yeah. Like, for example, like if it was a boss, like I don't give a fuck. Then toma, choke on your fucking Starbucks card.
You fucking tell your boss a lesson of life, bro. It depends.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So bosses, you get a gift card, right? That means we don't give a fuck about you. We don't care. We don't want to get to know. I don't even know you. I've known you 20 years, and I don't even know what the...
You're always on my ass.
So we have a great show for tonight. I was trying to get more in depth to it, but it's kind of hard, to come on, como dice mi mamá, talk about my desgracias. But hopefully somebody learns, and there is help. Especially if you're a veteran, go to the VA. You're not alone, and if you don't, you're not alone, people have been through your shit. People have been through that loneliness, emptiness, insanity. So that's the biggest step. Asking for help and accepting the help. That's what's difficult and the easiest. But anyways, we're gonna have a good show for you today. It's gonna be awesome. We have a veteran from the Army. Yeah. Woo! Que ya agarró su. Did you have your citizenship already, or?
Yes.
Or te me la mandaron a la verga, güey.
Still working on it.
All right, yeah, we have a Army veteran. We're going to talk about his stories. Jonathan Burquis. It's European.
Yes.
It's European. We also have a funny guy, a good friend of mine. Give it up to, we're going to have Alfred Robles.
Woo!
From East Los. Are you from East Los, fool?
Yep.
Don't be lying, fool.
East Los.
All right, cool. So give us a minute to set up, and we'll be back. Welcome back, people. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for not clicking out. I appreciate that.
Woo!
Yes, once again. Okay, we're here with a special guest. Comes all the way from Beverly Hills, California. Travels all over the country. All over the world. Came back from Dubai. Give it up to my good friend Alfred Robles.
Woo! Dude, I love your setup, bro.
Thank you. You're gonna jack it, right?
Hell yeah, I told you. I'm jacking the lights. I'm jacking everything, bro.
Just don't be jacking my producer, dude.
Dude, this shit, bro. I'm jacking the whole thing, dog.
Here in the Carlos Loma Studios in downtown LA.
Dude, this is fucking nice, bro.
Thank you, man. Yeah, we just need like the naked women.
Nah, pa' qué?
Hey, Jose, take off your shirt, fool. Take off your shirt.
We just
This
need a
is
sponsor.
professional, bro.
Anyways, I'm over here losing my mind. ¿Cómo estás, güey?
I'm good, bro.
Welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. You flicked out the last time. What happened?
I didn't flake out. I called you and I told you I gave you enough notice. Flaking out is that dude who called right now.
Well, first,
That's flaking out, bro.
you didn't call me. You
I text you.
At what time? Like on 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but that's enough. This fool called you 5 minutes ago, bro.
They don't know what we're talking about, dude.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, so
Don't try to blame other people, dude.
no,
Take responsibility.
I did it. That's what I told you. Yes, I did. But when someone fucks up even more, you always feel better about your fuck up.
Yeah, but he's. I think you're just making up a story. Yeah, but he made it up because he took me to a Rams game.
No, I didn't make it up because I took you to the Rams game because you're a Rams fan and you're my friend.
Oh,
I came today. I made it up, but the Rams game has nothing to fucking do with it, bro.
all right. Well, I thought it was makeup. I was like, sure.
Hey, fuck up again, dog. Cancel again. We'll go to another Rams game, bro.
Hell yeah.
And I love your restroom, bro, because your toilet is a /toilet/bidet.
Yes, true.
You know what I mean? You get the at the end after it flushes, it throws fucking little agüita.
Hey, but what do you expect here in the Loma Studios? What do you expect, man? Only the best. Nah, we could have been in Pomona with a Pomona thing here, but no, we're here in LA, downtown. Hopefully, later on when we're more successful, we're gonna have a boom right there, dude.
I love bidets, bro. Do you fuck with bidets?
I don't even know what the hell is that.
A bidet is a toilet that shoots water and cleans your butt.
No need of wipe.
But do you?
Yes, I
You had one before?
never used one.
They're expensive,
Oh.
bro. They're expensive, but
Es que te gusta el chiquistriquis,
No.
güey. El chiquistriquis.
if you haven't tried it, bro, you can't fucking knock it, dog. It's
No, here we go.
Dude, it's filled.
Where did you use a bidet?
The first time I used a bidet was at Gabriel's house.
He has a bidet?
Yeah, and that shit's fucking badass, bro.
You're like, I want one.
Name dropping here.
I know, cause you know him, it's one of those where I wanted to shit just to use it. Like when I was driving to his pad, I already had to take a dump. I go, no, I'm gonna take a dump over there just to use a bidet.
So what does it do?
It cleans your butt, fool.
It's like a water hose.
It's a water hose in the toilet.
That sounds like the gayest thing in the world.
No, bro.
Watch me get one next week.
Dude, I'm gonna ask the audience member, bro. Jose, have you ever used a bidet?
Yeah, I've used it. The studio doesn't have one. It's just the water splashing on your ass.
That's why it was a ghetto bidet. Jose, how did you? It's cool, right?
I like a bidet.
Yeah. Hey, have you used one? No. It's fuck.
Mira.
See, the bidets are badass, dog.
Les gustan el chiquistriquis,
I like
Maritza.
I like
Peekaboo.
a clean booty hole.
Peekaboo.
You have to have a clean booty hole, bro.
Well, yeah, but pero I guess if you're rich, you have to do that.
No, poor people need clean booty holes too, dog. And not everybody, bro.
Yeah, but well, to his own. If you like your booty licked, and
But
hey,
check this out.
go do all that stuff.
I don't like my booty licked, but I like the bidet. And
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried it?
No.
What's the difference?
The bidet?
The
And the
bidet
booty
and-
lick?
yeah.
It's a fucking tongue, fool. That's the difference.
You can't even better.
No.
De una vieja.
It's a fucking tongue, dog.
You already, you got splashed in your ass and shit. I can't.
That's different.
No
fool.
way.
Yeah.
And you waited for to take a shit in the bidet.
Dude,
You
I'm
had to wait-
telling you, bro. It's a life changer.
All right,
bro.
don't knock it till you try it, pues. Como dices
Hey, it's have you? All right, do you wipe your butt with wipies or just toilet papers?
tú. Man wipes.
Huh?
Man, white.
No. Dude wipes.
So you use the wipes, right?
Yes.
And it's a difference between a toilet paper and the wipes, right? The first time you use a wipe, you're like, fuck, it's better and it's cleaner, right that way, and it was a better feeling.
No, I don't like it.
But it works better than the toilet paper.
Well, I'm sure it does. 'Cause it
Yeah.
has.
So that's the next step.
No, mames. Well, también te-
Baby steps, bro.
También te la vas a perfumar y todo
Hey,
eso.
wait,
¿qué?
it's baby steps. You start with with toilet paper and then the baby wipes
Hey, hold
and
on.
then the bidet.
Hey, has somebody licked your booty hole?
No.
Okay.
That's different, bro. Isn't that different, Jose? Very fucking different, bro.
Has anybody licked your booty hole? No. Vas a ver when you're like your late 30s and 40s, fool.
And you have a bidet? So, yeah, it's all over,
that.
big dog. Has someone licked your booty hole?
Hell yeah. At first I was like, no, that's kind of gay, but then I'm like, chale. Pinche cochina.
Hey, the lick the booty hole is cool, but the bidet, no, como crees?
No, I'm not saying I'm not gonna. I haven't
so-
done it. I haven't been.
The booty or the bidet? Confusing me over here, bro.
Yeah, no, the bidet. No. Well, no, I haven't had the opportunity to get one. I'm sorry, we're still over here, and
But a lot of restaurants, if you
we're still doing bar gigs over here.
if you go to a lot of restaurants, like fancy restaurants, they have them.
I'm
too.
sorry, you have to come. You have to remember we're here. We're over here in City of Terrence, but we're not close there, dude.
Hey, wait, and then when we went to Europe, they're all about bidets over there, bro. Europe and the Middle East, they're all about bidets. Every hotel, every restaurant, and everything they have. But they have different bidets.
What's it?
I didn't know the difference. I think us Americans, we're used to like pictures to tell us how it works. Like when it says like when you go to a restroom, there's a wash your hands and they show two hands and that's the way you wash your hands. To dry your hands, they show you the same hands to put the fucking hands underneath the dryer. You know, when you order food, they show you the picture of the food. Oh, let me have that. You know what I mean? So I think we're trained to see pictures. The seatbelt too. You know, we're trained to for them to show us pictures and how it works.
Well, I think because
And we're the only country that does that.
the American lifestyle, we're always in the go.
Yeah.
We're always in the go.
So when I went to the Middle East, there was a different bidet, and I didn't know what it was because the only bidet that I know is the one that Gabriel has, the toilet one. So there was
Hey, Gabriel, send a picture.
so there was two toilets, bro, in the hotel room. So there was the regular toilet and the smaller toilet next to it. And I was like, what the fuck is that? At first I was like, oh, maybe the hotel is pet friendly. and that's where you could wash your pets and shit. Yeah, I didn't know what it was. Because como te digo, the only bidet I know is the one that the regular one, the one off the toilet. So
washing your booty hole in the.
So I didn't know what it was, and then I'm like, for one day, I didn't. I go, oh shit, it's pet friendly and this and that in another way, and I go, oh, maybe it's to wash your hands right there. Because the water comes out like that. I'm like, oh, maybe you take a dump and you just wash your hands right there, and they don't want you to wash your hands in the sink. And I didn't know what the fuck it was. And then I asked one of the promoters, I go, what is that, fool? What is that extra toilet? He goes, you don't know what that is? And I go, it's a bidet. You guys don't have bidets over there? Like, oh, shit, yeah, but we have different ones. See, I didn't know. I go, dude, I would have known. I would have been shitting there fucking 2 days ago, bro.
So which one did you prefer?
From the regular one to that one?
Pues sí, güey. I don't know anything.
It gets better, fool.
We're still here in the rancho, güey.
It gets better. So, okay, so that was that problem. So, we go to, the last time I was at Qatar. So we were in Qatar, and Qatar is hot as fuck. Qatar is hot as fuck.
Hotter than Victorville?
Hotter than Victorville. And Qatar stays the same heat all day, bro, all night. So I was in the restroom, and this restroom was small. It was hot as hell. And there was a water hose, bro. There was a fucking water hose behind me. And I thought the water hose is to fucking cool you off because it's fucking hot as fuck. So me quité la camisa if I was out fucking taking a shit and then just watering myself out. And there was a towel right there. Me estaba secando, güey. And then when I got out, that guy was like, what were you doing in there? And I go, I was taking a dump and I was washing myself with the water hose. And he goes, no, that's a bidet. That's a fucking bidet. That's a water hose, fool. He goes, yeah, that's what we use. I'm like, oh, bitches got one. They change it up on me. Show pictures, bro. That's what I mean. They should have a picture of what it's for.
So are you using the ass towel to wipe yourself?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
I should, after you leave, dude, I'm gonna wipe this with old man dudes and shit, man wipes and shit.
So it was a good experience, bro.
You know what? It was, not to cut the story, but I was talking to my friend, right? And I was like, oh, you know what? I love your show, but we can't put it on, you know, because he works a auto shop for the customers, and I was like, yeah. I'm gonna try to keep it clean, right? There goes that shit after talking about booty holes. And
hey, you're the one that took it there, bro. The bidet's clean. There's nothing, just the name bidet, you think clean. Clean booty, clean fucking material, and the bidet's clean, dog.
It's a public service announcement.
So we have something in common that just happened. You go to Starbucks and you get hit.
Yeah, bro.
So what happened?
I was
This happened to me this week as well.
This week?
Yeah.
But you know what's crazy, bro, is that the way that Starbucks is structured. What street is that? Foothill?
Broadway.
Broadway.
On Spring and Broadway. the way that
Chingue.
the way the Starbucks is structured, I know now why there's a lot of accidents.
Yeah. So I got hit, right? There's you know, times have changed when a white lady hit me, right? She hit me, and she's offering me cash and not to call the cops. You know, I'm like, what?
Supposed to be the other way around.
Yeah, you know, usually, you know, thank God I had my license, you know.
And you know what's crazy, bro? When I was pulling into the driveway, I think that driveway, it's small or something, because that car I was pulling in and the car was about to make a right, I think. And since he saw me coming in, I don't know if he got scared or he thought I was going to get too close to it. He went on reverse and he hit the other car behind him. He hit the car behind him, bro. And I was like, este way. And then when I went to the drive-thru, I was ordering and someone hit me.
Because they haven't had their coffee yet.
Bro, yeah. Someone hit me and...
it's cocaine, when it's not coffee.
And I felt that. I was like, let me have a venti. I go, oh, shit. Then that guy goes, are you okay, sir? I go, I just got hit. What do you mean hit? Did someone hit you? Yeah, somebody's behind me. They fucking hit me. Do you want to still order? I go, yeah, but let me get off and fix this. I go, be safe, okay? I'm like, all right, bro, I got this. It's Starbucks, dude.
So they're all happy there and shit.
That way? So it was a chick who hit me. It was a young girl. She comes off the car. She says, I'm sorry. I thought I had the car on park. And I go, obviously you did it. And she goes, I'm sorry. Do you want my information? We could exchange information. So right when she said that, I'm like, she's been in a lot of accidents, dog. You know, someone gets off it right away. Do you want to switch information? Like, okay.
It kind of goes in. It's funny too. Yeah, women hit me too. A girl hit me too. So damn, women aren't bad drivers.
No, but the first one that I saw, the guy hit a girl. It was a guy. So I was all like, let me check out my car, and I saw in it had scratches. I'm like, I'm not gonna go my insurance, bro. Mm-hmm. You know? And she says, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's okay."
Just pay for my coffee.
No, so I ordered my drink, and it was the same guy. "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm okay, bro." Go to the drive, come to the window. And I went to the window. He goes, "I'm just gonna give it to you."
You know what's funny?
You suffered enough. Free coffee. I'm like, all right, thank you, bro.
Damn, dude. You should order more for us, dude.
Yeah, but I couldn't fucking say, oh, well, let me order something else, bro.
Working on. So, yeah, so that was a story of Starbucks. One thing I realized about Starbucks, especially like in my city, Pomona, it doesn't matter where the ghettoest places they put a Starbucks, they still only hire white people.
At Starbucks?
Mm-hmm. Was it a white guy?
Yeah.
Was he?
Tattoos all over.
Yeah, fucking hipsters. Anyways.
But it's cool though, bro.
Yeah, yes, that's why I realized that gentrification is whatever, dude, you know.
It's happening.
So anyways, also want to talk about, oh wait, let me see. Can we talk about your breakup?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Okay, cool. So recently you were going or went through a breakup.
Yeah.
So how's that?
My chick left. It's going good, bro. I mean, it's at first it's a struggle like everything else. It's just something you just got to get used to and.
¿Y qué te duele más, güey?
¿Cómo que me duele más, güey?
¿Qué te duele más of the situation of the breakup, like?
Not having her.
Oh, you miss her?
I miss her. I'm not gonna lie. I miss her, but I mean, there's nothing I could do. So, you just have to fucking.
Did you cry?
The first time.
Ándale, güey. In the shower?
No.
With a bidet?
No. I just fucking watching TV, bro. I just let her cry. Like a normal motherfucker, bro. Who cries in the shower, dog?
Me, fool?
Yeah, no.
Fool, I was still living in my parents' house. Shit, chingados. I don't want my mom to be like, ¿qué tienes, mijo? Pinche vieja, pinche lagartona. She's not worth it.
and I mean, it's hard, bro. It's hard, and you think it's easier as you get older, but I think it's harder.
Well, I think in every man's life, there's always one that breaks your heart. You have to go through that. You know, Richard Pryor said that, you know, you don't graduate to become a man to that. Thank God it happened to me when I was younger. And because, it messes you up, dude, you know, for a long time because, you know, nobody teaches you how to cope with that emotion. Because, you know, man, they're like, nah, pinche hombre, nah, hay un chingo de viejas. That's my dad's advice. There's un chingo de viejas. I'm like, okay, thanks.
But you know what, bro? I just felt like I didn't think it was gonna hurt as much.
It's
I used to think this, bro. I used to think, hey, my dad walked out on me and it didn't hurt. You think this is gonna hurt? You know, that was my mentality. And they're like, you need a dad more than a fucking a chick. So I was like, if that didn't hurt, so it's a fucking piece of cake, bro.
And so that's how you thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I used to think like, oh, pinche vieja. Especially because I used to listen to that fucking Snoop Dogg. You know, guess about what was it? It ain't no fun.
The homies can have. But you know what it is with especially first generation Mexicans, first generation Latinos, and I think we're more machismo, but we have more machismo in us, and we don't want to change. I think that just started happening with like second generation, third generation. I think they're more they get it more than us because our parents.
I guess
you know what I mean.
Yeah, because we're never raised to like have feelings and shit.
Yeah, that's why. So I think it's harder for us to cope and to just to be in a relationship. I mean, because just living with someone's hard, bro.
Really? How hard? What was the difficult parts about living with somebody?
It's because you're used to living one way, and as far as like when you're a comedian, you're like a night person,
right?
And then if you live with your girlfriend, it's the opposite. Your chick, I'm pretty sure she's gonna have a regular job, regular 8 to 5. So she's a date person. So I like doing shit at night.
Right.
I'll wash my dishes at night. I'll fucking clean at night, and that's when she's asleep. So I had to fucking change my whole fucking my routine, dog. And that was hard. That was hard. Cause you do shit the way you're always do it. You know, and you don't take your girlfriend or you don't take her in mind like, oh, she's asleep, so let me do this earlier. Cause you know what I mean?
Is that true, Jose?
It's true, right, fool?
Is it true? Yeah,
it's true,
Damn, man.
dog.
I'm surrounded with nothing but relationship guys here.
It's true, dog.
Oh, no, I never lived with anybody.
And
I'm not gonna live in sin.
But it's stuff like it's como nada, way. It's stuff that you have to get used to.
Yeah. Oh well, I'm glad you're happier now.
Hey, I see it as the way, bro.
No, I understand. Also, you have any shows coming up, or what is it that got you into comedy?
I remember when I was younger, I used to sneak into my brother's room and listen to Andrew Dice Clay and Martin Lawrence, his albums. And you know what's crazy is that when I was a kid, I used to like it, but when I became a comedian, I was like, fuck, I don't like those fools, dog. Like I never liked Andrew Dice Clay or Martin Lawrence. To me, it was like I didn't get it, dog. Martin Lawrence a little bit more than Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, no, for me, like as far as like Martin Lawrence, like I think he's a great physical comedian. Like that, when I used to watch Martin, just do his facial expressions, and that's what I picked up a lot from him. Andrew Dice Clay, I still don't get him. It's not my
The show was awesome. The TV show, Martin.
Oh, Martin, yeah.
I love that show, dude.
Yeah,
and it's crazy that I used to like I don't know if it was just a thrill me breaking into my brother's room and listening to his shit, but like as an adult, I never liked Andrew Dice Clay or Martin Lawrence.
So what got you into doing comedy? As far as like
just listening to that, and ever since I was in high school, I used to write jokes, bro.
Really?
And I didn't know why. And one of the jokes I remember writing, I did on Comedy Central on the Stand Up Revolution. And when I got that show, they wanted us to write down our jokes, and we used to send them to Comedy Central, and they gave us the green light. Oh, you could do this joke, and you can't do that joke. And I put that joke only because I wrote it when I was in high school. I want to see if they like it, and they liked it, so I did.
Which one is it?
It was I like my girls like I like my report card. No, I want a girl that reminds me of my report card. Her face has to be an A. She has to have double D's because tonight I want an F. Dude, I remember writing that joke in the 11th grade, the ending of 11th grade.
So what was the first time you went up?
First time I went up was in February 2002 at Casa Latina, dog.
And that was in
El Monte? Rosemead. Yeah, I fucking bombed, bro. It's funny, bro, because I was bombing, dude. And I mean, when you're young, you don't know nothing about bombing. You know you're not getting laughs, but you don't know that's called bombing. I was wearing a shirt. It was a button shirt, a black shirt, and underneath it had flames. And so fucking Cholo was all like, "You're on fire, bro! You're on fire!" And I didn't have a comeback. I just, okay, thank you, dog. Yeah, bro. Oh, and I bombed so bad, I didn't go up till 6 months later.
Oh man,
because I was like, I don't want to feel what I felt that day.
Yeah, I remember you at the time it was Tortillas in Montebello. I think that's right. No, I meant there was another room.
Where?
The Conga room in Universal Studios.
Yeah.
I think that's where I saw you.
Ernie G.
Yeah.
Bro, what's happening, bro?
Yeah, you used to wear a
visor.
Visor.
Well, the reason why I used to wear the visor is because I used to do loss prevention at Old Navy. And then when you wear the visor, the thing when you used to do undercover, you didn't want to make eye contact. So you put your visor all the way down, so the people they don't see you looking at them because all you see is the visor, you know. And every time I used to go from work to the club, so I used to wear the visor.
You wanted to be a police officer, right?
Yeah, I got kicked out from the police academy before I started doing comedy.
Oh,
yeah, so that's why I used to wear the visor because of to catch shoplifters.
Yeah, I remember that. You had dyed hair, right?
Yeah,
dyed hair. Yeah, I remember that.
I was a blondie, bro.
Okay, you were a police officer.
I wasn't.
Right?
I wasn't a police officer.
No,
You
wanted to, right? I remember you telling me that, and then after that, what was what was the thing that inspired you to go up?
Fuck. Just there's a lot of shit, dude. I mean, I always knew I wanted to do that. I just didn't know how to do it. You know? And back then, I mean, the internet wasn't big. So
there was no internet before.
There was no internet or nothing like that. So I think it was easier to become a cop than a comedian.
Right.
You know? And the reason why I wanted to become a cop, because, I mean, I have cousins that are friends that are cops. I'm like, maybe that's what fucking... I'm never going to be a comedian because I don't know how to be a comedian. I don't know if you have to go to school or whatever. And then I started going to the academy, and we went to... I saw Willie Barcena at the Hop. And I was like, oh shit, this dude's a funny dude. And I hit him up. After the show, I go, hey, I want to do stand-up. He goes, just do open mic, bro. Just show up and shit like that. But I was still in the academy, dog, and then it always stuck in my head. When I got kicked out, I remember what he said and shit like that.
Hey, bro, challenge yourself, bro.
Challenge yourself, bro. Yeah.
That's good, man. That's coming a long way.
Dude, comedy's hard, bro. People think it's easy, but fuck, it's hard, dog.
It's challenging. But you know what? I wouldn't want to do anything else. You know.
I love it.
Yeah. Even like the bombing and stuff. Like, you know what's worse when you take your girl and they bomb and stuff.
That's why.
And then you have to go back to her. Like, oh.
That's why I never really taken a girlfriend to bar gigs. I only take them to shows where I know it's gonna be fun.
No, I like taking them to bar because I get a better response. I want that person to experience the bad, the sad, the depressing side of comedy, and also the happy moments and stuff. That's why I like taking them around, you know.
Yeah, but they're gonna be depressed with you when you get home, fool. But you don't want them to witness, dog. It's something else, bro.
Right, but then you'll know what type of person they are. You know, you realize like, okay, well, is she gonna talk shit to me, or para mandarla a la verga, or is she gonna be supportive? Like, you know,
right.
If she helps you out with that, then okay, I find out what type of person that is. I mean, that's my thing, but. So before we leave, do you have any shows coming? Oh, you have a movie too, right?
I have a movie with it's called Psychopath. I don't know what day it's gonna be released.
Cool.
But I get killed by Rampage Jackson, fool, the UFC fighter.
Well, good. Look out for his killing.
He kills me, fool.
All right, so
hey, thank you very much for having me, guys. I love your show. I like the little song that I finally knew who sings it. Carlos the Chronicles. And I love all this shit. I'm gonna jack everything, fool.
No way. You can buy better shit than this shit, fool. But tienes un pinche bodega. ¿Para qué quieres esta?
This shit looks cool, dog. It looks fucking cool as fuck, dog.
So they can find you at the website?
Alfred Robles, everything. Alfred Robles Facebook, Alfred Robles Instagram, Alfred Robles Twitter. Alfred Robles all the way.
Alfred Robles Chronicles.
And go to iTunes, go to Anchor, Google Play, Stitcher, everywhere you can find podcasts. You can listen to the You Don't Care Bro podcast, and that's my podcast. And that's it, bro. Thank you very much.
One thing before we leave. How are you taking the Dodger loss?
Fuck.
That hurt more than my girlfriend leaving me and shit.
It's hard, bro, and you would think that it would be easier because we lost last year. También, pero no, we had fucking back-to-back losses, bro.
Te digo, güey.
It fucking hurts. But next year we'll win, fool. I've been saying that since '88. Hey, all I have to say is fuck you, dog. That's it, dog.
All right, then. Check it out.
Órale. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Chronicles.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Carlos Chronicles. Thank you for us staying here. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here. Ah, qué cursi. Anyways, I have a special guest here, a good friend of mine. I met him through the Veterans Hospital and the STAR program. Yeah, he's a good friend, and we kind of have similar stories. But anyways, Jonathan Burquis.
How you doing?
¿Cómo está?
Bien, ¿usted?
¿Cómo que usted?
¿Dice cómo está? ¿Dice cómo está?
Ya me siento como mi papá. Actually, he's a U.S. Army veteran.
Yes.
Yeah, he went to Iraq.
Yeah, I did.
Did you do Afghanistan too? Or
No.
No? And he also worked for what cartel?
Can't say that, no.
So how you been, man?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you've been 3 years clean, right?
Yes,
Ándale.
June 15th.
Ándale, yeah. How you feel? I know you're nervous here, pero tranquilo.
Oh, no. It's about that. I mean, it's a good feeling, 3 years after all 10 years of using.
El despapache.
Yeah.
10 years?
Yeah.
And what was your drug of choice?
Methamphetamine.
Ándale.
So it was pretty hardcore.
When was the first time you experienced your use, and why did you use it?
So the first time, let's see.
Hold on, let me give you a better introduction because we're just starting up.
Throwing them out there.
I know.
Okay, so when did you join the army? It is de aquí? I mean,
Yeah.
you're born in the U.S.?
Yes.
Ándale
Panorama City.
con papel. Okay, and why did you decide to go to the army or join the army?
Through my drug use. That's what actually pushed me to go.
Your recruiter gave you some.
No. So I had a friend, right? Met him while I was using.
Mm-hmm.
We hung out. He had to go to court. So he's like, you know what? I want this to look good for me in court. So I'm going to try and join the military. So we go and, I was waiting for him in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes back. He's like, hey, bro, I got a gig for you. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, come on. So I went in there. I was high. And, I was like, so I'm all nervous because I'm seeing these guys in uniform and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, like, where's this guy taking me? All those freaking... I'm always avoiding, cops and all this stuff. And he's taking me with these guys in uniform. So he's like, I want you to join. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah. At the time, I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he was like 23 at the time, my friend,
Where the hell are you hanging out with a 23-year-old?
I always hung out with people older than me because I was always like doing crazy stuff. So
Like drugs.
yeah, drugs.
Okay, makes sense.
Had better access to drugs.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm trying to make up excuses. He goes, well, you could sign up. We could take you home. I was like, oh man, but I know my mom. We could call her right now. I'm pretty sure she'll be okay. So I ended up just doing the little test. Came out good.
Hi?
Yeah, I did good. So he's like, you know what? We have an opening right now. I think they're today. Let me check on the computer. You could go take the ASVAB test right now. Sure enough, went and took it.
The same day?
The same day.
Dale.
And so, I got a high score on it, considering I was high too. And so he tells me, would you like to join? He explained to me all this kind of stuff. And I was like, well, let me think about it. I get home and I'm like, hey, Mom, Dad, they were watching a novela. I forget what novela it was.
Rosa Salvaje.
Yeah, something like that. And I tell him, I'm going to the army. So my mom's like, okay, está bien.
Sí, tráeme.
She's still watching novela.
Tráeme el pan también.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, really. I just went over there and I showed him the paper. That's pendejo, okay. So when she said that, as soon as she said it, I was like, you know what? I'm going. So I was trying to go against what she was saying, of course.
Just to be a rebel.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, screw you, Mom.
Yeah, and so I was like, I'm not gonna miss them and all this stuff. So the first phone call I got, I call her crying. I miss you guys,
In boot camp?
Yes, in boot camp.
Ándale.
And it was a good experience.
How long was boot camp?
For me, it was 13 weeks.
13 weeks? Oh, no. I heard that the army has weekends off.
Yes, we did.
In boot camp?
Yes.
Damn.
Sunday.
Oh my.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like having it off because we still did training, combatives, and all that stuff. But like the regular training, which you go out in the field and put all your uniform and all that stuff.
Must be nice, man.
Yeah. But it was cool.
The only time we had our time off is when we were taking a shit, and even that was controlled. There was no bidets.
Not even the ghetto one.
Well, this is. I remember in boot camp, dude. I don't know if you did it, but in the Marine Corps, like they give us like a minute to like wash our ass, fucking brush our teeth, piss, and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And 60 in a minute, and there's like I think 40 or I don't know how many guys in the platoon. So I don't. They will count down 58, 57, this, right?
Yeah.
So then there was only like 5 pissers. So there were like 3 recruits to a pisser, right? So then everybody's trying to hurry up, take a shit or whatever. And then there was a guy who wasn't taking a shit, right? So he had to scoot up, and like 2 other Marines had to like piss on the back.
Yeah.
They did that? Did you do that?
No. That just sounds weird.
No wonder we're all
You
fucked
guys
up,
hold
dude.
each other while you guys were pissing?
Huh?
You guys hold each other while you guys were pissing or something?
We didn't have time, fool. We didn't have time. Anyways, that's kind of like the shit that we used. Oh my gosh, it was funny.
No, I remember that. It was fun. I mean, getting woken up in the middle of the night.
Oh my.
Yeah. Because of a drill, supposedly.
Yeah. So, you went to Army. What year?
2009.
2009. Okay, and so your experience there was so good, and
It was good.
okay, it was good. And were you ever deployed?
I did.
And,
I deployed in May 2010. Caught up with our unit. They were already there.
where?
In Fog Warrior, so in northern Iraq.
Okay.
And I was really nervous.
All right. So the first, I don't know if you want to get into it, but when you just coming over from you're landing to your base, or you're trying to, what was that experience about? Like the nervousness?
So we get out of training, right? And I remember we signed the paper. They tell you where would you like to be stationed. I put Hawaii as my first option.
Of course.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. And I got lucky though. That unit needed people there.
Mm-hmm.
So we were the first unit to be called, or the first class to be sent there to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
I guess like the last time they had called people there were like 5, 7 years before that.
Mm-hmm.
So we're the first guys to go over there again, when they're asking you for new personnel. So everything's chill, because we're in Hawaii and all this stuff. All of a sudden, we fill out paperwork to get sent to Iraq. It was nerve-wracking. The experience when I got there, got off the plane, and when you're walking in the little things they have in the planes,
Mm-hmm.
the little hallways they pull up, you could feel the heat. It was humid,
Mm-hmm.
but not until the doors open in the freaking airport. You have all the heat in your face and all this stuff, and all these people. They're warning you before you get there about all these people, that are gonna be looking at you wrong because they know you're a soldier and all that stuff. So right when you get there, you're looking at all these people with their rags and their wrapped around their heads and all this stuff. You already like kind
Turbans?
of point them out. Yes, we call them those fucking rag heads, But that alone right there was like, okay, you're new. You don't know whether everybody there really, the way they explain it, has a
Right.
bomb on them or not.
Oh, right.
So you walk out, change into your uniform and all that stuff, feel the heat, really, really hot, and sand in your face and all that stuff. You're getting that experience. I got to the base. On the way there, first day there, we get attacked. So, that for me was like, okay.
Yeah, you were like, "Ama!"
Yes. It was really scary. We
So-
get into a helicopter, and we saw something that, well, they shot at us basically.
Right.
And everybody, this is all new guys, right? And only the only guys that knew what they were doing and what everything was like were the ones that were there in the helicopter. The pilot and everybody else, you know, the ones that are assigned to helicopters. So that experience right there was a little crazy, you know. We get to the base that we were going. As soon as we get there, we get mortar rounds.
Damn.
You know, I remember they're like, hey, get to the ground. So everybody, you know, you're supposed to get to the ground and get to cover. So that was, you know, just set it off since the first day I got there.
Yeah.
And it was a pretty cool experience, though.
So how long were you stationed there?
I was there for 5 months.
5 months.
Yeah, because the unit came back early. Supposedly we were the last unit there, but they still kept on sending people.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah.
Damn government.
Yes, yes.
So how many deployments did you have?
Just that one.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did you come back different? Because I also hear a lot of, I'm not a combat veteran. No. I hear a lot of combat veterans that they miss Iraq, or they miss.
You know what? You do.
And
like, it's a high, man.
It's a high?
Yeah. I mean, you get scared like the first day, the first week, especially me. Like I said, that happened to me. But you miss it, because you see like all those people you hang out with after like the first week passes, and you meet all these people. Like you know everybody's there. If that brotherhood.
All right.
Everybody's there. If something happens to you, they're gonna have your back and all this stuff. So it's a really good experience. Then seeing I was a helicopter mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I was the first one of like the new guys that went in to get on a helicopter and see all the crazy stuff around. Mm-hmm. So you miss it, like all those, you know, it's scary, but after a while, every single time that you hear that those alarms going off, an explosion going off really, really close, all the shooting and all that stuff, it becomes like a high. Like you get so nervous, you're so scared. But I guess that's why when I came back, I kept on using drugs, because the only other time that I would get that feeling, that rush, that adrenaline, was while I was using again. So you do miss it a lot. I miss it a lot.
Yeah, I think there's this transition from being military to civilian, and I think I'm not comparing combat or whatever, but the experience of like going from from a structure environment of like saluting sergeants and lieutenants and all that stuff, right? And what messed me up was coming back, and then in the outside world, like nobody respects you.
Yes.
Nobody respects you, right? And then misses it fucks with you.
Yes, it does.
And you're like, what? But I think that's where the military does a disservice, because they think they give you like a course for like a week, I think.
I didn't take it.
Oh, you didn't take
No.
it? No, I had to transition. I think they call it TAPS. I think so. I don't know, but that was back in mis tiempos. But yeah, just like it's hard to adapt back to
Yes.
society, that feeling of like nobody has your back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When I went back to the VA, I forgot about that, and I was like, oh shit, like I felt that yeah, we might hate each other, but we still have your back.
Yes.
And so was it hard for you to come back, or was it hard for you to come back to the civilian world?
It was, because my experience when I got out, I have like shame the way I ended my service. I came back, and at first, do you go through this process where they ask you, is there anything that's bothering you? Do you have any dreams? Of course you're gonna say no, because all you hear is you get kicked out. You gotta have a medical discharge. So what happened was that I said I didn't have anything wrong. And I started using because I didn't want to go to sleep because I was actually thinking of all the explosions and all that stuff, you know?
Okay. So you started suffering PTSD?
Yes. And so I got out and I had that shame. And so I get out and I see all these people that are, to me, it was annoying at first because they would complain, especially when heat came around. Like, you know, it gets hot and so they're like, oh, it's really hot. And in my mind, I'm like, motherfuckers, you know what it really, you know, what hot weather is like. And that and like you said, the structure of people in the military, which is different, the respect they have, you know, that brotherhood and all that stuff. And people, I don't know, like just not following. It's just different, man. Just the you know, you knowing where to be, what to do all the time, you know.
Right.
And that is just, it's hard.
You know, so I met you at the STAR program at the VA, and I remember we started working in decon and worked for decon is decontamination unit where they pull all the surgery equipment and all the blood and all that stuff and clean it.
Yes.
So that's how I met him. He was he was a gun-ho army doggy and stuff. But I kind of bonded with you, just because, you know.
Love at first sight.
Okay, pues sí.
It was a man bun.
Yes.
It was a man bun, I know,
Of course
man.
it was.
Let me see the man bun, a ver. Ay.
It's long now.
Ya está.
See, I couldn't tie it back then.
Yeah, before nomás tenía un chonguito así.
My wife had to do it for me.
Man on the with a bun. So, I want to. Is there anything that you want to say to the veterans that from your experience that's going to help them to have a better processing experience than?
I would say don't be afraid to ask for help. That was for me. That was the hardest thing to do. And to especially like I told you, the way I got out, I felt that shame. I felt like I didn't do enough while I was there. That I could have done more because I still have friends that are still in the service. And so I was even to admitting, you know, that as little the small amount of time that I was there, I had that shame, and I don't want to admit to it because I was like, nah, I should have been there. I should have gotten shot at. I should have come back with, you know, more fucked up. And that's why I don't want to ask for help. So my advice would be, it doesn't matter how small, like, you know, you think your service was there. No, you did a lot while you were there. Ask for help if you need it.
Yeah, that was one thing because I didn't finish my contract either. I was making a discharge from the Marines. I didn't want to do anything with the Marine Corps after I got out. I was like, fuck these fools, you know. I didn't have a good experience there. Until I started going to therapy and all that stuff. I mean, it messes me up. Still fucks with me. That, yeah, you didn't finish a contract. And, you know, you start thinking in your head, you don't deserve these benefits, you don't deserve that. So, but, you know, with my therapy and the help with the VA, it made me understand better. But you know what? You served, and we're grateful to you. And not only that, to me, you know, especially in this climate of political, con el pinche Trump.
Yeah. Tu padrino.
It's fucked up, dude, because, you know, he's a racist. He's a racist, and where you're Latino and you're serving this country, and then the way he speaks, the way he leads, he's not a leader, in my opinion. You know, anyways, it's difficult, but so I appreciate you coming here and also sharing your story, and I'm glad you're my friend, and I met you, and we kept in touch.
Thank you.
And we're gonna get up a day pretty soon and stuff. So.
Okay, please let me know. I want to come use it. I want to see that experience.
So remember we'll put the VA number here, and we're gonna put the suicide hotline too. So if you have any veterans, any people out there want to get help. So anyways, I appreciate you coming. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Gracias. Man with a bun.
Never gets
Wait,
old.
can I do one more story? Yeah, wait. Let me do one short story because this is the funniest thing.
There you go.
So you told me a story that you were working with somebody, right?
Yes.
You helped somebody doing what?
Installing carpets.
Uh-huh. And where did this person... I don't think he told you where he was going to take you, right?
No, he didn't. So he tells me, there's a job coming up. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go with him, and we pull up. There's a church, and I see a sign outside that says Islamic stuff.
Islamic State.
it says- and I'm looking at all these guys. Once again, rags on their heads, walking in there. And he stops right in front of the building, and I was like, started looking around. Everybody was like, all right, so are you lost or something? I pull out my phone, so I could get the Google Maps and all that stuff, getting ready to look for the place. He backs up into the building, and goes all the way to the parking lot. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, no, ahorita ya empezamos ahorita. Okay. So he gets off the truck, and I see all these guys all of a sudden start walking towards the truck. I was like, holy shit, dude, what the hell? I'm sitting there nervous, bro. My hands are sweating
So
and
you
everything.
see a lot of the
Yes.
Muslims coming in.
Yes. And,
You start getting flashbacks.
whoa, I just, like I said, my experience was, all these guys, always try to avoid them as much as you can, because you don't know what they're gonna, if they might have something on them. So, I hide behind them.
You what?
I hid behind him, behind my friend. I was holding him, he's like, ¿Qué trae? What's going on? I was like, do you that's when I told him. He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry, man. I feel so bad. I should have told you. I was like, nah, but it's cool though. I just need to leave though. So when I'm trying to walk out, behind the building, there's one of these guys, I guess the owner, the guy that's in charge over there of their place. He gets me. He's like, oh, how you doing, my friend? And
You were like, this is it.
yeah, no, I got so nervous, man. And
So your
Yeah,
PTSD kicked in?
yes,
Yo,
and,
velo, verga, ya me agarró Mohammed.
I don't know what to do, and so I mean,
But you can put a towel on you, you look like them.
I know I did. That's where I was going with that. So I went in there, all these guys came in and they started praying, so that set it off even more. But once they shook my hand and all this stuff, the guy kind of put me at ease a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, though, once I had already calmed down a little bit, because I saw these guys were nice and all this stuff, and kind of basically forced myself to be there. I didn't really want to be there. I go to the restroom and there's a lady cleaning, and I'm like, oh, are you almost done? Is it okay to go in? He's like, no, sir, almost done, sir. How you guys doing? You guys praying today? And you guys praying right now? I was like, so I know, and I started talking to her in Spanish, and she was like, oh, también habla español.
Ándale.
So the guy, my friend, comes in. He's like, "Oh, es que we need to use the restroom though, real quick." And she's like, "Oh wait, I thought you were with them. I thought you were praying." I was like, "No, man. I thought you were praying." And it was funny. After that, I didn't go back. So
Well, good. We're glad we didn't go back.
my friend still needed to go finish the job. He went for another week, and no, I didn't go back.
Mendigos. Remember, when your friend says we got a gig, get some more information, okay?
Yeah, definitely do that.
Especially if you're a
Okay.
veteran.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you once again, Jonathan Burquis.
It's European.
It is.
It's European.
All right. So
Subscribe.
to the Loma Chronicles on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel. Go to the website, iTunes. What else? Oh, Spotify. What?
Facebook, Instagram.
What else?
Go to the website.
Just go to the website and please subscribe. La raza unida jamás será vencida.
And vote.
Well, yeah. Vote tomorrow. Tomorrow's to vote. Please vote. Thank you very much. Carlos Loma Chronicles.